Okay, so today's video will be about Matthew 6:33 and how you have to be careful using this verse, okay? Now Matthew 6:33 is, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added onto you." You'll hear a lot of Christians quote that, and they say if you're single or you're looking to, a lot of people use it when they're single looking for a girlfriend or a wife. They say, I will put God first, and then all these things will be added onto you, okay? But you have to be careful using this, because you can turn it into, I'm only putting God first to get what I want from God. You're trying to manipulate God into giving you this stuff, right? Whether it's a pay raise or a job, a spouse, or something like that. If you do it for selfish means, like I'm just going to do it to get what I want. If I do this, if I put God first, he's going to give me this, and this. And if that's what you're using it for, to get something, you're using it wrong. And you are living in disobedience because you're trying to manipulate God or have God do something for you. What you should be happy with is he sent his son to die for you, okay? He saved you. Now, with Matthew 6:33, although it's not inherently bad to use it as guidelines, don't let the reason you choose to do it is so you can get something out of it, okay? Because God's not a vending machine, okay? He will, when it says will be added onto you, will be what you need, he will give you. But also, this doesn't mean you just sit back and be passive, okay? A lot of people just say, oh, well, I'll just follow God, put him first, and I just won't do anything. If they want a spouse, they're like, oh, I won't bother saving money or working at my job or getting in shape or doing a ton of stuff. They'll use it as a handicap. They'll say, oh, well, if I do this, God will just give me this and that, and I don't have to do anything. When if you look at the whole passage of Matthew before that, just one verse, you have to look at the whole thing. It says, yes, God provides for the birds, right? And they don't worry about where the next meal's coming from. But guess what? Every bird I've seen has to go out and find that. Okay, their food is provided, but they got to go and get it. They have to eat it. All right? They don't just sit in a tree and an angel comes down and feeds them berries right in their mouth or puts a worm in their mouth, do they? No, they have to actively go out and seek it. All right? So I said, seek ye first the kingdom of God. You see? You have to seek it, and that means you have to build. If you're looking for a spouse, guess what? Build yourself. Make sure you're financially able to. Go out and talk to people. Build up your social skills. There's tons of videos on this and out there, and tons of people talking about it. But very few people actually look at the verse itself. Right? So make sure you're doing stuff. If you want a spouse, make sure you're, going to the gym. You got to be fit. You should be fit nowadays anyways. You shouldn't be a fat sloth. And I'll say it right to you. You shouldn't be a fat, lazy sloth stuffing your face with Doritos, drinking Mountain Dew, playing Call of Duty and video games all day, and expecting and going on to the corn hub and beating your wiener, expecting God to bring this person to you with no work. It's ludicrous. Even the birds have to work for their food. Yes, God provides for them, but they have to go out and get it. You look at anything like that. A job. You don't just sit there and get a paycheck for doing nothing. They'll send you home. Or they'll terminate your employment. See, you have to work. And most people just use 6:33 as a crutch, a handicap to just put up there and be like, oh, I'm just going to do this, and God will give me what I need. And if I put him first, and I don't have to put in any effort. See, a lot of people use it that way. And you can't. If you want to, say, attract somebody, you have to be active. You got to go up and talk to them. Yes, I know. Scary thought. I'd go up and talk to girls at church. Just to get used to it. I'm not asking them out because there's no attraction, right? I'm not attracted to certain girls that I talk to. Most of them are married or they have boyfriends, which is fine. I'm not after them for what they can give me physically. I see them as sisters, as fellow heirs in the kingdom of God. That's the way I see most women. Now, there's an attraction there to her, right? A woman, and she somewhat likes me, but I will go up and talk to her. Or if I see a girl I like, I will go up and I'll shoot my shot, right? Right? You have to shoot your shot. Yes, you get rejected, but guess what? Rejection shouldn't stop you, right? Because you're doing it for God, and if it's meant to be, you two will click. If it's not, guess what? Brush yourself off and go again, right? And it's best to, you have to have the nerve to approach people, but it should be in a public setting, okay? You know, it's kind of awkward if you see somebody and you walk up to them on a walking trail and you're like, oh, hey, you know, whatever. That can be kind of different, but you have to be proactive in it, okay? Just putting 633, putting God first isn't enough. You have to actively, you know, pursue what you want in life, right? God will give you blessings and he wants to add to you, but you have to take that step of following, obedience, building on it, right? If you don't do that, then you're really just trying to manipulate God into giving you something for doing something for him. You see? You're trying to manipulate, you treat him like a vending machine in the end. So don't do that. So you can use the verse 633, seek ye first the kingdom of God. It's a very good verse, and you can use it. But don't use it in the wrong way, or take it the wrong way, or use it in the wrong text. Instead of just concentrating on one verse like most people do, on that one verse, read the whole passage, okay? And study it. There's multiple points, and it ties together. Just keep an eye out for traffic because we're walking on the road. So, crazy people. Anyways, trust God, put in the work, and he will bless and multiply you. And just like Abraham had to leave his country, right, and go on faith, Jacob or Israel was the same thing. Look at Joseph. He eventually became second in Egypt, but it was a long road, and he went through prison, right? He was sold into slavery, right? And he went through all this before he became the ruler. God prepared him. So, just trust God, trust the progress, and walk, okay? And don't use Matthew 6:33 as a crutch, okay? Don't just quote it and try to manipulate God into giving you something, because God will see right through it, and you will not get what you want or think you will, okay? Because God is not mocked, and he is not fooled, and he can see right through you, and he will know if you're actively doing stuff for his kingdom or just what you can get, okay? So, this has been a voice in the wilderness, soldier, bondservant of Christ, signing off. Whenever you see this, have a blessed day or night. Stay safe in these dark, crazy times, and I'll see you in the next one.